Hello, hello, hello. How you guys doing? This is good old Grandmaster over here. You're watching the Anonymous Liberty Media. And we're going to put this on podcast tonight. I want to talk about something that's dear to my heart. Got a message here. Got a message. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I recently lost a family member, and
Can you hear me?
Here.
My cousin.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Who's that?
Cousin Jared. My husband was asking who was it.
Yeah. We're here on the Anonymous Liberty Media here on StreamYard, link to YouTube, and we got my little cousin Lisa here, and now we recently lost someone in our family not too long ago. Passed away, and it is, you know, hey Blima, what's up?
Hey. I had to come into the light.
That's cool. This is my channel.
Okay.
Wave everybody.
Hi.
Every family has one of their moments. Rarely they'll lose a family member, aunt, uncle, cousin, grandma, grandpa, niece, nephew, you name it. And we lost a cousin last week, and it sometimes, I mean, you can agree with this one. Sometimes we know somebody's going to pass on because of their situation, or something out of the blue nobody expects. We lost an aunt 2 years ago. About 2-3 years ago, and we just lost a cousin last week. And some deaths in families are not even known until right on the spot. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
And whether it's natural causes, whether it's a car accident, an ailment like cancer, or heart disease, high cholesterol, diabetes, and stuff like that. Now, our family history is that we high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood, and this is things that people in families need to look at. You know, like grandma was diabetic.
Yeah.
She had bad kidneys near the end, and she went to dialysis a week on the machine. Had in his life, he had a broken hip. He had lost a kidney, and he grieved over grandma's death, which is really, really hard for anybody in a marriage that long. They lost their partner for so many years, and
Oh yeah.
some willing to live on, some willing to just give up because they can't live on without their partner. Like grandma, grandpa, old school. That was old school. They come from the old ways. They never do. Parents of 8 kids, umpteen grandkids, and umpteen great grandkids.
Yeah. A
Big
lot of
old
them.
family tree, and you lost somebody on your mom's side of the family, right? Oh, recently.
On my
I
what?
think on your mom's side of the family.
Oh
It
yeah, my
was
grandma.
on Facebook.
Yeah, my grandma.
And
My grandma and my grandpa actually. Well, my grandpa like a few years ago, but my grandma barely last year or the year before. So yeah.
was it natural causes?
Yeah. Well, my grandpa had a heart attack. He had a heart attack, and my grandma, yeah, she died. She was already older, and she was getting sick. So, but she didn't die of any kind of sickness or illness or nothing like that. She was just older. She died at 90 something. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that my grandpa on my mom's side of the family is still alive and kicking. He worked for the government for 40 years. I do, but both my grandparents on my mom's side are in their mid 80s, mid to late 80s. My grandpa, he'll be I think 89 this year.
Wow.
He'll be 90 next year, and he's the last of his family because it was him, my great aunt, my great grandmother, and my great grandfather. My great grandfather died in '73, about 3 years before I was born.
Aww.
Didn't know the guy, but I heard stories. Like stories we heard from grandma and grandpa. They came over. They came to the United States during World War II. And,
your grandparents? Or
no,
mine?
our grandparents. Grandparents.
Yeah.
On our dad's
ours.
side of the family.
Oh yeah, ours.
and
your grandparents, where are they from?
our grandparents, cousin.
Yeah.
Both came from Mexico during World War II and worked hard. Grandpa worked in the fields. He was, he was a tough guy. Tough guy.
Yeah, he was.
And
even in his old age, he was tough.
Tough and stubborn.
Yeah.
Stubborn.
That's a Florida trait.
I think that's one of the traits we inherited from our grandparents.
I think it was more Grandma Zapopan's stubbornness. I think she was more stubborn than Grandpa Desiderio, great grandpa. That's what my dad said. She was really stubborn.
She was funny too. She was funny. A lady, just petite lady, married a guy that's tall. Grandpa was tall. Okay.
Yeah, he was tall.
He was very tall.
Yeah.
And he was a tall guy even in his
I don't know.
I think he was in his early. I don't know if he was almost in his 80s when he died, or
I don't know. I don't think I've ever got to meet him. Did you?
Yeah.
I think for Grandma and Grandpa's was it their 50th wedding anniversary? Were they alive then?
Yeah.
Their
They
50th.
they celebrated their 50 year.
Do you remember their 50th wedding anniversary?
Yeah.
I think I was a baby. I
Megan,
think I was like in '83.
my sister was baptized at their wedding.
At
Baptized.
at the wedding anniversary?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this was like what, in '83? '84?
Yeah. She was
83. We were real little.
She was just a baby then.
Yeah,
And
I
she was
baptized.
Yeah, she was baptized.
Who baptized her?
And I think it was I think it was the minister that was doing.
What family member? What family members her Nino or Nina? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Uncle Arnold and Vicky, her godparents.
Oh, Victoria? Vicky, our cousin?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And but they separated 60 years in '93. That was about 3 years before Grandma died of kidney failure and heart failure, and due to I think it was I just turned 19 in '95 when Grandma died. It was about almost 2.5, almost 3 years to the day.
It was on your, wasn't it on your birthday that she passed away?
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, there's so much that, I mean, we learned from our grandparents. No, I mean, Grandma's cooking. Oh man.
Yeah.
Nobody can beat Grandma's cooking. I mean, nobody.
No.
No, I mean, I don't care if you could make the best pozole or chicken carne or whatever it is. you had no match in the kitchen with Grandma. Not even a mile on it. She would, if there was a cooking contest, Grandma would clean your clock in the kitchen. Okay? I mean, I'm saying pozole, sopa, anything that comes up. We'll go to the house, we visit, sit down, we're gonna make you a meal here. And I remember Grandma sitting at the table. That's what he sat for years before he died.
Yeah.
And so many memories that
excuse me.
it's cool. Get the coffee. but there was, I remember one where I have was first moving into their house years later, and it's like you walk in. You walk in. Got by mine.
Hold on. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now we're also going to be doing a talk here about something happened today. A federal judge. A federal judge is going after Hillary Clinton.
Oh.
And hey, bro, what's up, man?
What up?
This is my good butt. This is my brother in arms. This is Rob.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, my
cousin. How you doing, brother?
Look what I found, Garrett.
Huh?
Look what I found at my house.
All right. Oh, nice. Wow.
Shane, huh?
Long time. Long time, yeah. Long time.
Look at him with no beard.
Yeah, that's me. That's me before my head went.
Yeah.
So the big news today is, I mean, it really shocked everybody. a federal judge is going after Hillary Clinton.
What are the
over
charges?
33,000 her private server in her house while her job was Secretary of State. She had a private server in her home in New York, and her email scandal ain't going away.
Oh, yeah.
This ain't going away.
Yeah.
But this is serious. I mean, this is insane. But I mean, after all the things she did, okay, 2009, okay, this is 2009. On her watch, she was involved in the coup against the president of Honduras.
What? What is that? What do you mean?
It was a coup to remove a president and put in a puppet.
Uh-huh.
Like, for example, let's say 89, Manuel Noriega was our puppet in Panama. The dude did not do what we told him to do. He said, fuck you, I ain't going to do shit for you. What happened? George H.W. Bush sent in the Marines, the SEALs, and got Noriega.
Yeah.
And he was charged with drug trafficking. Drug trafficking.
Good talent.
And that was the charge that they put on him because he would not play ball.
Right.
Go get it.
My charger's only this long.
I mean, it is good to hear that finally someone with balls and wearing a black robe says, Hillary, I want your ass in this courtroom right now. Because, bitch, I got a lot of questions for you, you overcall, you know. But she's protected under Obama. Protected because whoever came close, a Clinton operative out of nowhere, phew, what was that? Oh, it was suicide. No, someone was hit.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hear you, bro.
What are you saying? We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No, what I was saying though is when it comes to being protected under Obama, nowadays that means shit. His protection only goes so far anymore.
No, I mean, it's been gone. I mean, it's been gone, period. Because ever since, I mean, Comey was the guy that was the how you say the firewall to justice.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and then you had Bill Clinton on the tarmac talking to the at the time Attorney General protecting Hillary, knowing that she's running for president back in 2015, 2016. Email scandals, the deletion of all emails.
Mm-hmm.
Once you justified, it didn't phase her one bit. There was stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of emails, even emails on Benghazi. That was on her watch, Obama's watch. Call it that. The FBI director on their watch. And
oh, guys, that's my daughter.
Amy, how are you doing?
I'm just gonna brush my hair.
You look like your mom.
Yeah, my
Little mini her.
Yeah.
And
what is that? It's Steve. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, from what we learned from all this on the tarmac, Bill Clinton can be intimidating up close in person because of who he is.
Who, Bill?
From Attorney General, yeah,
Oh.
as a Attorney General in Arkansas, Governor of Arkansas, and even as president, the guy was very intimidating because he had connections, and he was very quick even back then. If y'all remember the Mena, Arkansas incident back in the late 80s, early 90s.
I don't even remember that shit. I was too small.
I was about 9, so I probably wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. I think I remember him coming to Kermit in 1994, but that's it. When he was running for, when did he run for president? 94?
He started running in 91, 92.
Okay, that's when he came to Kermit.
I wouldn't remember that. I mean,
he came to Kermit High School once, and we went when I was in for a field trip or something. I don't know. I was like in 3rd grade, maybe.
Wow.
Al Gore went to Fresno High when Megan was in high school.
When who?
When Megan was at Fresno High, Al Gore went there.
Oh.
For visit.
Oh.
So I mean, imagine someone that installed a private server in their home. Okay.
That's
While
stupid.
it is stupid. Plus, this was a unsecure server. Even the Shadow Collective hacked her server. Got everything. Lucifer 2.0 hacked her server. Got everything. This was a Russian hacker. Lucifer 2.0.
Oh.
So
you don't believe it?
So Hillary had all her. Huh?
He doesn't believe it?
Oh hell yeah! Her phone was unsecure. She had an unsecure email server. Like what? I mean, this woman is so stupid. She makes Floyd Mayweather look humble.
Yeah.
I mean,
and she wonders why the people don't trust her to run the country. What the fuck?
She's an idiot.
And then you have two more people in their campaign today. One of them was Pete Buttigieg, the guy with 2 left feet and ugly fucking shoes.
Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah.
Watch your ass around me.
And then you had the one lady. Let me see here. She got out today too.
Who's that?
I think she was. Let me see here. Come on, stupid bastard. It was another chick that got out. I don't remember her name, but she looked funky. Funky. She got out today. I don't remember her name, but who cares? But she was one of 2 that got out today. I mean, but imagine that. Federal judge is going after Hillary Clinton.
I think it's amazing.
I mean, I think so too. I think this is a time. I mean, we've been told, oh yeah, Hillary's going to get busted by the FBI. Oh yeah, Hillary's going to get caught for this and this and this and that. Like, when? Stop saying it. Fucking do it. Fucking do it. Don't say, oh yeah, we're really going to go get Hillary now. When? You had 20 years to get the bitch. 20 years to get Hillary Clinton. What happened? Sisters got shot. The lawyer for Julian Assange got shot, killed. I mean, there's over 60 people that died on her watch. over the last 30 some odd years. And a lot of this has been going really haywire and shit. I mean, who knows?
Right. I mean, I really thought that she was going to go down this last time that she was investigated, but that didn't happen.
Good things.
No, I mean, we were told Hillary was going to get caught. Well, the former director of FBI called me. He said, "Well, she did some stupid shit, but we're not going to charge her with anything."
Yeah.
But yet Trump just talks to somebody and oh shit.
She may get charged for blowing a monkey, but don't worry, she'll be clear for that too. I mean,
yeah.
Well, if she gets caught, riding a donkey bare ass backwards, don't worry, she'll be cleared. Apple is having to pay out $500 million to Apple iPhone users. Do you remember that the Apple got caught slowing down some phones and shit?
Yeah.
Other phones. So now they're paying out a $500 million settlement to the iPhone users.
Okay.
Could you imagine getting a cut of? Could you imagine getting a cut of that $500 million settlement?
Getting a cut of it? Yeah, I would like it.
Yeah, that would be what they really would think. Would you do it?
Do what now?
Get a cut of that $500 million settlement from Apple?
Yeah, if I used an Apple product.
I mean, here I got an Apple product, but
I have none.
I got iPhone, but I've had it ever since. Not one time has it slowed down. Not one time.
I stick with my Android.
Me too.
No, but okay.
I actually went and got. I got this one here. Let's see. I got this one here. What around here?
Yeah.
This one here run around last year. It's a Motorola Moto E6.
I'm using the Stylo 5 right now.
Is it good?
It's actually a really good phone. I'm actually really surprised, considering how many problems that we had with the Stylo 4 when it came out.
What's the gigabyte max?
Shit, I don't even know, dude. I had to get a new phone because the phone I had, the screen got shattered.
Oh man.
But
Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts on this coronavirus going around?
what are my thoughts?
Yeah, big time.
I've been trying to follow it and stuff like that. I find it kind of convenient. You know, I mean, they've been trying to figure out a way to do, biological warfare for a while. And it just so happens that it's kind of ironic because, I mean, I just sent you a video. Did you see the video I sent you?
Yeah.
We got this.
It is. I mean,
we've got this virus going around that everybody claims that they know nothing about. The government is clueless about. There's no cure, and they don't know where it came from. But yet, on a Lysol bottle, it states the human coronavirus that it kills the germs for it. So,
There was a Chinese whistleblower was speaking out against it. He died from the virus, and he was a whistleblower that died.
Exactly.
He was one of the scientists that government. There was 2 deaths here in the States. One in I think in Florida, and one of them were here. I think one in Florida, another one here out west.
Yeah, there's only been one confirmed case here in Arizona so far. But I mean, think about that for a second, though.
What,
all of the people that have been
One death.
confirmed here in the United States and everything have come from over there. All right, and they've quarantined them that fast. But it's spreading like wildfire overseas.
Lisa, boring, sad, saddest date.
They made it in China.
I know.
China.
I get that,
And
but
they've
what
been
I'm getting
trying
at
this-
is
They've been. Oh yeah.
it's spreading like wildfire over there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. China is still one of our allies, correct?
Yeah.
I thought we were against them.
We're against Japan.
Well,
Oh, I thought we were with them. Where am I been?
well, we did ally with Japan after World War II.
Yeah, for a little while.
But we're kind of a a rival with China and Russia, and even and with North Korea and the Middle East. And a lot. I mean,
Hold on.
deaths here. We had deaths here from the coronavirus. We had heard about quite a few died overseas. China. I mean, China's bad. They're quarantining a lot of people. They're going in their homes, dragging them out and shit.
I mean, shit, you got that cruise liner that's been quarantined for 45 days now.
For 45 days. That's a long time, brother.
Yeah, to be sitting on a boat. And you see, the funny part is they were all supposed to be let go this past week, but one person said no, they need to stay longer because 2 people were let off the boat, got tested again, and tested positive.
And they're all wearing that mask too, because they're all wearing the mask that covers their face here down. It should be all over their face because a lot of them will rub their eyes. That's like, your hands are full of the gunk, and then you rub your eyes, and all of a sudden, like, holy crap.
Exactly.
Like, dude,
Now, I'm going to bring something else up. I find it ironic because I was watching the news earlier today, and they were talking about all of this stuff. And I go, all right, we have a peace treaty that's being signed between the Taliban and the United States. And they're supposed to be taking care of the Al-Qaeda threat over there. They're kind of at odds right now with the Al-Qaeda because the Al-Qaeda does not want to have anything to do with this. And the Taliban is refusing to let certain prisoners from the Al-Qaeda go. All right. Meanwhile, Trump is pulling all of our soldiers out of the area.
Uh-huh.
And we have other political factors that are trying to sway him into keeping them there. And he's like, no, they need to come home. They've been there for 20-something years. They need to come home.
Oh, yeah.
But ironically, this is going on at the same time we have a pandemic coming up.
That's like the peace treaty between Israel and Palestine when Clinton was in office. He was there to mediate. Both countries signed a peace treaty, and also after a while, some dumbasses in Congress said, "No, Ain't gonna happen. Why? Why screw up a peace treaty between two countries that's been on since late 40s? Let it happen. Let there be peace in the Middle East. Look, they want this war between Israel and Palestine for whatever reason. Whatever it is, it's
for biblical reasons. The sad part is it's over biblical reasons.
I mean, it can be whatever they want it to be, but look, I mean, whatever the reason is, there had to be at least some peace somewhere in this world. But back then, there was peace temporarily with Israel and Palestine until Arafat died. Holy crap, that ended there. Yasser Arafat was leader of Palestine for a long time, until he died. Some say he was poisoned. Some say he was assassinated. Some will say, well, he died naturally. Wow, that's kind of ironic, don't you think? Who knows? The guy was a leader of the PLO. Certain matter, the guy wanted some peace with Israel. Well, can't let that happen. Why? He's the enemy. Sometimes you have to put your weapons down to come to an agreement. Come to the table, hash it out, talk it out, find some common ground, and have some at least some peace.
Yep.
If we had peace in this world, and I mean severe global peace where everybody gets along and productive, and poverty and homelessness and the bad shit. At least have some peace where everybody gets along. We rebuild and live productively. But no, you got warmongers who want war, who want to make money off of dead soldiers, because people who are dead are worth more dead than alive.
Exactly.
I mean, I would not want this. I would not wish this on my own worst enemy. Never. No. If I want peace for my enemy, hey, look, here. Well, do what you gotta do to have some peace in your region, but do it where nobody dies, nobody gets whatever. I mean, look at Mexico. The cartels, man, like from the Pacific. I mean, all over Mexico, dude, the cartels are killing people because it's all about profit. You get in their way, hey, we're gonna gun your ass down. Boom. You know? But there's other people that wants to leave away from this crap because they're tired of seeing their families getting killed for no reason. They could have some peace where they don't want to get involved. But they got cartels. I mean, they got some law enforcement down there in their pocket to protect them and shit. You know what I mean? Shit. I thought we went to war on drugs here.
Oh, it wasn't. I mean, that's the thing. It's like the war on drugs and everything is kind of like pushed to the side, you know, because they realized, well, war on drugs, well, there's more money to be made with drugs than without. So the whole war on drugs things, dude. The whole war on drugs thing it's a front. All right, because if it wasn't, you wouldn't have crooked cops that are in there making money. You wouldn't have narcs that are going in, stealing the products from the cartels and then coming back and selling it to the troops over here. You know, it's like,
oh yeah,
it's a front. Our fucking government is the biggest cartel there is. I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
they've been doing that since Vietnam.
Yeah.
They would smuggle drugs in the caskets of the dead soldiers, and they would put it out. The CIA would take the dope, everything else from overseas, sell it, take the money, and the bankers would launder the drug money.
Exactly. They would clean that shit for them.
And remember during the 80s, you had the Iran contract bull going on. You had Freeway Ricky Ross was one of the biggest guys here in California, making billions of dollars selling dope and shit for the CIA. They bring it in, they get the money. The CIA sends the money to the banks. Hey, no problem. Well, this is a global hush money.
Exactly. Well, I mean, also you got to think. We'll have, like, I'd say about a 5 to 6 year period where you won't hear anything about it and everything. Then all of a sudden we go over into Mexico and we bust one of their major drug dealers. All right. The whole reason why that happens is because that major player in the cartel over there has just told them, I'm not giving you shit no more. You guys are taking too much money out of my pocket. Oh, he doesn't want to cooperate anymore. Take him out.
That's like taking out a president of the country that's been elected by the people, who did him a quote unquote threat, which the guy was elected by the people, wanted to do some change, but all of a sudden, sorry, can't do it. Gotta take you out, bring someone in to take your place. Wow, holy shit!
Exactly.
And but it's because you want to no longer take the dollar. Okay, take the dollar, and all of a sudden, holy crap! I gotta take the guy out because he ain't taking the dollar. He's gonna make his own currency for his own country.
Exactly. That's like if the president of Mexico wants to create a new currency, a new currency besides the peso and the dinero. Want to create this new currency and not take the dollar, or the Canadian Prime Minister does the same thing. Holy crap! You must take the dollar, or we're going to take your ass out and bring someone who would take the dollar and are willing to get bent over and whatnot. So, Yep.
That's what happened with Gaddafi and Saddam. Saddam was the guy that kept terrorists in line. If you came into Iraq and you're a terrorist, dude, you're dead on the spot. You are dead. You are deader than dead. You are a maggot on a dead corpse, and you are the corpse. You are basically your own dead. You're dead. And
which is the whole reason why our government wanted him dead.
Give it back to her.
And not just that. Before this ever happened, poppy were being grown. The opium trade was booming. Then after he died, terrorists came in and stopped that.
Exactly.
Now, again in Afghanistan, it's up again.
Yep.
No, he gave it me the first one. Okay, but
I mean, it all boiled down to the fact that
This one.
they wanted. Okay, that's where the whole war issue comes into play because Saddam wanted to keep the terrorists out of his country and stuff like that. You know, they always say it was a war over oil and bullshit. It's a war for money. Period. Okay.
It's a war for money. Not
How are they supposed to?
For money and blood.
Exactly. Now think about it. Since Saddam has been killed, how many false flags have we had?
Zero.
Wrong. We've had countless.
Well,
The
for him,
false
zero,
flags,
but
the false flags. No, well, of course it's going to say 0 because they're not going to admit the fact that it's a false flag. But the count for false flags here in the United States has tripled in the last 6 or 7 years since he died than what we ever had. You know, the Texas shooting, the attacks in fucking Vegas, you know, the attacks in churches, Orlando.
and at school too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it and everything. These are all things where you have fear actors that have been spotted in multiple different places. They're always the same actors.
And each shooting is about one thing: gun control.
And money.
It ain't
Nice
gun
talking with you
control.
guys. I gotta go. I'm going to bed.
Hi, cousin.
Nice
Bye.
meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Bye.
You know, the biggest one is you're correct. It's gun control. You know, but now here's my question to you: why do they want gun control so bad?
To control people.
Martial law.
Yeah. Brian,
You know, this is something
Brian,
I have been preaching about this for years now. All right, they want us to have to hand over our guns so they can implement martial law and us not be able to fight back
oh yeah,
and everything. Because, and here's the crazy part: it's actually illegal. Them implementing martial law is illegal. The only reason why martial law should ever be implemented for any reason is if the people are so unruly that they can't be controlled.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Oh yeah.
let's go back 5 years or 4 years. All right. The new presidential campaign has started and everything. What happened? All fucking hell broke loose.
It went loose, man. I mean, it went loose like a house of cards, man.
Exactly. And here's what a lot of people didn't realize, and they were talking about it all over the news, and nobody caught on. Sativa, Black Lives Matter, all of these different political groups that were coming up were all being funded and backed by the Democratic Party.
And George Soros.
Yeah.
George Soros was big money guy.
Oh yeah, he was
Now-
the big money guy, but he's a hardcore Democrat.
And a
Which is,
Nazi.
yeah. And I mean, think about it for a second. It's like it's soon.
He's the long-lived Nazi, and he's Jewish.
Yeah. And what's even crazier about it is when Trump first announced that he was going to run for president, it was a joke. He just ran to see if he can do it. And when he became president, he was like, oh shit, you know, I guess I better take this seriously.
Well,
You know?
here but the media said, well, he's thinking about running. Okay, now it's your stuff. Trump thinks he's going to run. He. I, Donald J. Trump, is throwing my head in to run for president. Oh, holy shit. He's
Yeah.
running. Now they're saying, well, he thinks he's going to win.
Yeah.
That's that. Everybody, I mean, 17 candidates from the GOP, some were Congress, Senate, you name it. One, from a lady from Hewlett Packard, Donald Trump. The dude cleaned house. He cleaned house. His numbers were bigger than everybody else's. Well, he thinks he's going to get the nomination. He thinks. What happened? He got the nomination. Now, who else was running? Hillary and Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders was giving Hillary a huge run for her money.
Yep.
Huge run. She got what, 2,000 something delegates and shut down whatever to get the nomination. He had 1,300 plus. He scared the shit out of her.
Yep.
And
No.
and the DNC. He scared the crap out of them. Okay, where's he at now? He's ahead.
Uh-huh.
But here's the thing: he's a socialist. He's a socialist. Will he win? No.
No. It's gonna
You
boil
have
down to
Bernie
fucking
Sanders.
the one dude, the one that's literally all he's in for is just to go up against Trump. Like I can't remember what his name is, but
Michael
he's the one that's
Bloomberg.
endorsed by Hillary Clinton, not Hillary Clinton, but Judge Judy. But I want to run a theory that I was thinking about the other day across you, and see if this would actually make sense. Trump got elected for president. Everything was quiet for first like 3 to 4 months. Then all of a sudden,
it was quiet.
all of a sudden, Democratic Party is sitting there screaming, Russia rigged the election. Okay. There's no proof of this. None. They say there is. But where the fuck is it? If there's proof of it, why is he still in office? Where's the proof? You've never brought us any. Exactly. Now, what if? Hold on. What if this is the theory that I'm gonna bounce off you, and I want to see what you think of this.
Because Hillary had ties to.
But my theory is, what if the Democratic Party rigged the election for Trump to win? Okay. Reason being, they get Trump in office. They frame him to go into cahoots with Russia to rig the election and everything. He's no longer in office if they can prove it. It gives them an opportunity to get another Democratic president in without all the hassle. Which would explain why all of the big time runners last year dropped out all of a sudden. But when it backfired, all of a sudden now it's the Ukraine that's going to meddle in the fucking elections. We have to impeach him now.
It's a good theory. Good theory.
I was just thinking about this the other day. I'm not saying that it's true.
Is it failed?
It would just make sense to me.
They've tried everything.
They failed on both.
They could think of the Russia scandal.
To the impeachment. Yeah, I mean, they failed on both counts and everything. And that's because of the fact that the person that they targeted for this,
it does.
If
it does
that theory
sense.
is even true, yeah. And it's because the person that they targeted, they didn't think about it. This motherfucker knows law. This motherfucker knows business. You're going at him as he's another one of your guys' politicians. No, this man is a businessman. He is going to fuck you. And he's going to do it with no lube.
Yeah. Not just that, but bro, he reads The Art of War by Sun Tzu. They call him the maestro. They fear him.
They're damn right they do.
They fear
and they
him.
need to.
They're scared of this guy because he's an outsider. And the guy ain't,
and that's the whole thing. They need to fear him.
The guy is fearless. Russia,
You know, the last person to come into power.
Because
Okay, the last person to. Go ahead.
the reason they try to blame because Hillary, while Secretary of State, as a hedge fund to make money, brother, lots of money. Okay, what was her one big deal? One deal in Russia paid $2.3 million. Okay, $2.3 million. Who got involved? Got some. So did who else? Quite a bit of it. Who else? You know?
Probably Korea.
And there's evidence, but Hillary, she didn't lose with Russia. Bullshit. She made $2.3 million off the deal.
Yep.
Of uranium, sold it to $3 million. That there, she could go to and it's treason for that.
Absolutely.
Unsecure service, all this shit, she could get the death penalty for this shit. It's treason.
Oh yeah. Exactly. And that's what I'm getting at.
She could get the death penalty under the
Right. And I think it's funny because all of this is coming back to light and everything. That's why I personally think, like I said, it's just a theory. I have nothing to back my theory or anything like that. It's just something I thought of and everything. But it all kind of makes sense because whenever all of that shit came to light and they started accusing Trump of these things, all of the crosshairs were now on Trump and none of them were on Hillary.
Because she has dirt on everybody.
Exactly.
Don Nichols.
But it was a quick and easy way for them to get the fucking attention off of her, so she can continue doing what she's doing. Because even though it's her doing it, she's doing it on behalf of the entire party. She's not doing it for personal gain. Well, she's doing it for for personal gain, but she's also doing it for others too.
She's a diehard Democrat. A diehard Democrat to the bone.
Yep.
The bone, man. Don Nichols. He was an associate of Bill and Hillary. He knows a lot of shit about Bill and Hillary. A lot of shit. And lucky he ain't dead.
Yep.
If she goes down, what happens?
You have a whole bunch of people watching their backs. Bunch of people going to be watching their backs.
Oh, yeah. Hillary has a list of people that done dirty shit with her and Bill. This box is full of crucial information that she could use for a deal.
Yeah.
That deal would get her would keep her out of prison. Will it work? Who knows? But every single motherfucker in DC is a district of criminals. Okay? We're supposed to be living as land of the free, home of the brave, but in reality, we're living as land of the free, home of the slave.
Yeah.
And Hillary is about, the president got some guys and got some kick-ass killer judges and shit. He just took out the judge from the court here in California, the Ninth Circuit Court. A new judge. It's pissed off a lot of Democrats here in California. I don't give a shit. Okay. California was flipped Republican in the Ninth Circuit Court. Okay. They are going nuts. They're going nuts.
Oh yeah.
Now, Roger Stone, okay, Roger Stone was sentenced to 7 years. The shit he was accused of. Is there any evidence of it? No. But he said to Trump, if you pardon Roger Stone, we're going to impeach you again. But the thing is, how are you going to impeach the guy when the Senate is ran by the GOP who saved his ass?
Exactly. Exactly.
He ain't. I mean, you may impeach the guy again, but it won't happen. Can't do it a second time because he's already impeached for good. Can't change that, but he was acquitted by a Supreme Court judge says, I find the president not guilty of this charge because Democrats have 2 left feet in ugly fucking shoes.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they acquitted him of all charges.
Let's see. Oh, what was that? Abuse of power? No evidence of that. Contempt of Congress? Did Obama's first AG was charged with that and then get impeached for that shit? No. Why? Because he's a Democrat and an attorney general under Obama. Nothing happened to this guy. But all of a sudden, we're going to charge the president for abuse of power and contempt of Congress. Where's the evidence on that? And plus, they rushed it within, 3 months, 12 weeks. Not enough time for investigating. Now, under Nixon, 14 months just to investigate. Bill Clinton, same time, 14 months for getting a blowjob for Lewinsky. I did not have sex with that woman. Bullshit! She sucked your dick, Bill. Your shit was on her blue dress. And where's it at? In your museum in Arkansas.
With a nice white stain on the dress.
Yeah.
No, that's a common joke. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Yes, my name is Bill Clinton, and I did smoke marijuana, but I did not inhale. Oh, fuck you didn't. Nobody smokes weed, and he inhaled. It's obvious.
It's by him saying that. It says, I put my mouth around a tiny dick. What was his name? George. Did you inhale? No. Come on, dude. He didn't inhale my ass. He smoked fucking weed, dude. That dude smoked some pot. I didn't smoke, but I had, but I did not inhale. I mean, come on, dude. You didn't inhale Hillary's dick, dude. Come on now.
Yeah, well, it's just like, okay, when Obama was in office and how he was trying to ban all flavored cigarettes and everything. Did you notice that all of those cigarettes got banned except for one flavor? Menthol.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And why is that? Because it's more than likely the brand that he smokes.
Yeah. He did it for himself.
Exactly.
He did it for himself. I mean, because, when I was smoking, I used to smoke the small Reds, the Marlboro Reds, the small ones. And shit. They were from long and stuff. Man, I'm like,
right.
Now they're banning vapor and shit.
Which is fucking stupid. Well, no, okay, I can't say it's stupid because the ones that they're banning are like the Juul and stuff like that, which it's just way too much. Like me, I use this, and I have complete control over how much of this I use. All right. I can sit there and hit it for as long as I want and stuff like that and not have any problems. The reason why I agree with them getting rid of the jewels is because of the fact that it's a cartridge. And it's like a lot of people don't even realize what at the end of last year, the beginning of this year, there was a whole bunch of people that got sick and everything, and some of the people died. Do you know why that
I
happened?
quit smoking. Oh hell yeah! I mean, it had to do with the chemicals.
Well, no, but they've found out why. They've actually proven what it was. It has. They all boiled down to one thing. There was one thing that every last one of them had in common. They were buying bootleg cartridges over in Mexico. All right, those cartridges were being made with crude oil. So they were inhaling crude oil vapors.
Oil.
Yeah. I mean, this is the stuff that goes in our fucking car engines.
Oh yeah, dude. There was a. Let's see here. Let me see here. Something here. Black people turned their back on Michael Bloomberg today at the church. They all turned their back on Michael Bloomberg and shit.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. You went to a black church and they all turned back. Like I think he's jealous of Trump because he couldn't do what the president's doing when he was mayor of New York City and shit. The dude ran while mayor, spying on people, not just in New York, but in the tri-state area, Rhode Island, Delaware, Connecticut, shit. One city spying on 3 other states. Like, why are you, as mayor of New York City, crossing jurisdiction just to spy on people?
Right.
That's not your area. Your area is New York City.
Exactly.
Not New Jersey, not Maine, not Delaware, not New Hampshire, not Connecticut. New York City.
Right.
Simple as that. Now, I watched this video about him getting a whole church to turn their back on the guy who was the worst mayor. I mean, look at de Blasio. He is the worst guy ever. The guy wanted to ban hot dogs because, as mayor, I am banning hot dogs, and you're all going vegan. Suck my hot dog, bitch. Fuck you. If I want a hot dog, I'm going to the nearest Costco or the grocery store. I'm going to buy me a large pack of hot dogs. I'm going to bark them on the grill. Fuck you, blow me, fuck yourself. I ain't going vegan because vegan are for pussy. And then Bloomberg wanted to ban sodas. You're only allowed to get 16 ounces. Fuck you. I'm gonna get me a fucking big gulp, a super gulp, this size gulp.
Okay. Well, I mean, and then obviously this dude's not thinking about it because, okay, the only way you're going to get it is a 16 ounce. Okay, I'm just going to buy 2 of them then. and I want my 24 ounces. I'm going to get my 24 ounces.
Our governor here in California is a real dick. Fire. We had a fire happen here last year, and we have a PG&E here in California. One of the worst companies ever. What comes to producing power.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about all that. How they were sitting there doing power outages.
Power out in the Bay Area. Okay, they cut power in San Francisco over what? Wildfire protection. Dude, people live in the Bay Area, not in the woodlands. Okay.
Which
People
I mean,
in
okay, I
Frisco,
kind of
San
understand it.
Mateo, Palo Alto.
Yeah, I kind of understand it, but do they realize that the moment you turn the power back on, there's a reason why that power is running? And that's because of a spark. If you cause a blackout at the size of what they were doing, they got lucky because it didn't trigger any more fires. But one day they're going to sit there and turn the power back on, and it's going to trip one of the fucking generators over a wooded area.
Oh yeah.
Because
There's
it's going to cause a power surge.
There's a guy my dad's age died 12 minutes after the power went out. He was on a breathing apparatus. Power went out. He died 12 minutes later. He was my dad's age.
How old's your dad, if you don't mind me asking?
He was born in 54. About 65.
Yeah.
65. And
breathing apparatus, bro. I have asthma.
Shit. But the people in PG&E at the top, they're paying themselves big bonuses, and I mean huge bonuses. And also, what's worse is you got EPA in California. EPA in California really sucks, dude. They're worse than the banks, man. I mean, you got PG&E and EPA guys at the top making huge money, dude. Huge money. And these are the CEOs. These are these top guys.
Yep. It's sad. There's actually a solution to all of this and everything about the corruption in the government and stuff like that. It's just nobody's willing to do it anymore. They're scared to.
They ain't got the balls.
And that solution is you take these criminals and stuff like that and you start making examples out of them. Take them out in the middle of the fucking street and everything. Put a blindfold over their ass and blow their fucking brains out in front of the whole world. Public execution.
Yeah.
People start thinking twice whenever people are willing to kill you in front of the public.
Iceland did something better. Okay. If you were a banker and you did something stupid, you're going to prison for good. Because people in Iceland, they don't look around. If you're a banker, dude, your days are numbered and you're going to fucking prison, dude.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Whenever you go to prison, the people are having to pay for those people to be in there. All right?
Yeah.
That's why I say just fucking blow them away. It'll save money.
That I dig, man. You could be a trucker. I watched a video here like about a month back. The guy is a trucker, and he drives an old Peterbilt,
right?
A mid-70s Peterbilt, and his dad owned it. His grandpa bought the truck. Drove it for a long time. His dad bought it from his grandpa. Drove it for a long time. He ended up getting it from his dad. Drove it for years. Put in a new engine. Put everything new in the truck. Up to code. It had a 7 or 8 digit VIN number.
Right.
And he had to stop trucking because of these new laws. They're bringing in these new trucks that they'll have 14-digit VIN number. Okay, these are the new energy-saving type trucks that probably not won't do any well because here in California, if you're a truck driver, the emission is fucked up. California has one of the most worst laws when it comes to emissions. Big time, no bullshit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
A couple of years back, my dad and I were talking about that, and he mentioned that back in 1979, Volkswagen diesel Rabbit. Okay. It had 40 miles per gallon. Okay. Imagine that. 1979 with 40 miles per gallon, and it's a diesel engine.
Jeez.
And it was banned from the States at the time because it was a diesel Rabbit from Volkswagen, 40 miles per gallon. I mean, shit. That's like, Honda came out in 85 with a Honda City Turbo 2. Nice little car, great gas mileage. Driving that, you're getting, 35 miles per gallon in that little car from Japan. But in 79, you can't drive a diesel-powered Rabbit that's putting out 40 miles per gallon. Why? California won't let you have it in California. Why? Too high.
Right.
And so I'm like, come on, man. Volkswagen came out with a Passat about a few years back. It put out 50 miles per gallon. It was quiet as fuck, dude. This car was a good running car, but after about 4 years, car was gone.
Right.
Imagine that. A car that's putting out 50 miles per gallon, okay, compared to the 1979 Volkswagen Rabbit that has a diesel engine putting out 40 miles per gallon. Can't bring it to California. Why? Because it's too high. The MPG is too high. It has to be at least 20 to 22 miles per gallon. Motherfucker! You can drive from Fresno to San Francisco within not even 2 hours, man.
Right.
Or Fresno to LA, not even 2 hours, man. Maybe 3 the most, but you'll still get a good gas mileage, and you have plenty enough in the tank too.
Wow.
That's why I feel sorry for the truck company, the truckers, because they are the backbone of our country, man. That they drive all over the state to deliver goods from one state to another, and back. I mean, come on. These new trucks ain't shit. I would rather drive an old school Peterbilt or a Mack truck or what. It's new, because what if it breaks down? What if I got to charge it and takes a whole hour to charge? Well, you got to haul your ass down to Portland or Tucson or Cheyenne or whatever. But I got to charge my truck all the way there within an hour. You're running late, Bill. Fuck you, I got some bucks. No. AOC, Alexandria, Alexandria, occasional or regularly Cortez wanted to ban cars, okay, gas cars. Wanted to ban cows because they fart. Hey, I fart. I love to fart. Fart is my hobby. Fuck you. And also ban planes. If you ban cows, that would kill the dairy industry. That means farmers can't sell milk. They cannot, without milk, they cannot put food on the table for their kids or roof over their heads. If you ban cars, I'm sorry. Nobody's going to give up their car or their truck or their wagon or their compact over an EV vehicle. fuck that. Okay. Now planes. Planes been around since World War One. Okay, since the early 20th century, people started to fly planes. Why? They would fly in the sky to masturbate an angel. You know, who knows? Fly's been around for a long time. It ain't going away. Cars ain't going away. Farting cows ain't going to go away because why? It makes us laugh. It also makes your guy money. And plus, for Green New Deal, 96 trillion on top of what? 22 trillion. Do the math. That's almost what? 120 trillion dollars. I wonder. Here's my theory. Here's my question. I'm wondering if AOC is high on drugs because if look at her face, she looks like she's high on stupid.
Right.
And here she is, Jesus, the original rebel, the original outlaw on the line for all our sins. He died for our sins. Okay. He went to heaven, came back. I thought you were dead. I'm on vacation. But here's a chick that's 30 years old, won a primary, who used to be a bartender giving free drinks and free hand jobs in New York City.
It's crazy.
But her numbers, her days are numbered. If somebody in that district is challenging her for a seat, I hope she loses. I hope AOC loses because I'll be singing nothing. I'll be like, bye.
Right.
I hope you take your new Green Deal and shove up your ass on the way out the door. Because nobody, I mean, this broad cost Amazon business 25,000 new jobs for what? 10 billion in incentives, and then some new jobs. People will be working, but because of this cunt, nobody's working. Nobody is working at Amazon because nobody's there now. She killed the idea, even though it wasn't her area in the first place. It wasn't her district.
Right. But all right, dude. Well, I need to cut this out because I'm like dozing.
All right, man. All right, brother.
All right, bro. Good convo.
All right, man. All right.
Late.
That was my good buddy Rob Joplin, the musical maestro. Well, we've been at this for a good hour and a half, folks. I want to say, guys, thanks for watching here, and enjoy your week. And just share us with your friends, family, loved ones, whatever. If you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and do not forget to hit the bell for notification. And if you got this transmission, you will all resistance. I'm a Grandmaster Revan. Remember, knowledge is free. Knowledge is power. If you ain't down with that, got 3 words for you. Go fuck yourself. Peace out. I'm Revan. You're not. Peace.